Let's understand what is HNC. HNC stands for humanitarian and compassionate. Now these are the grounds where you will apply for an exemption from the officer to apply HNC in your case, so you can be granted that exemption and your application may be approved. This usually happens in PR applications where you're applying for permanent residence under the humanitarian and compassionate grounds. Of course, these HNC grounds may also be requested, or the exemption under HNC grounds may also be requested for certain temporary residence applications. Again, it all depends from case to case and circumstances. However, under an HNC application for permanent residence, what you're trying to do is you're trying to prove to the officer that over the time that you've been living in Canada, you have established very, very strong ties in Canada, and that there exist some exceptional circumstances that you will be facing hardships once you return back to your home country. The burden of proof is on you. The barrier to this application is extremely high, so please be prepared to provide a lot of documentation, to provide a lot of evidence to support your claim for HNC. Mind you, HNC applications can be very, very long in processing times. At this given point of time, there are more than 70,000 applications in process. The quota for this year is only 10,000, for next year 6,000, and for the year after 4,000. So for the next 3 years, the total number of applications that will be processed or that will be approved for under the HNC will be only 20,000. With 70,000 applications in process in the pipeline, you can imagine that these applications will take significant amount of time to be processed, and at the same point of time, the approval rates for these applications is very, very low, sometimes less than 30%. So please be very careful before you submit an application, because if you use a practitioner, the fee for these applications can be quite high. And in your case, whether you really have reasonable grounds under HNC or not, those need to be established before you make an application. Just don't make an application for HNC for the sake of it, for the heck of it, because you do not have any other option. In most cases, it might get refused. And while you are applying for HNC, that application doesn't grant you any legal status in Canada. It is your responsibility to continue to maintain legal valid status in Canada. Please take note of this before you jump into the pool and apply for an HNC application.